Happy day, and welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show. And that C stands for come on in this room and have a sit down so we can chit chat for just a little while. Listen, the Sheila C Hill Show is the ultimate go-to podcast for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling life and to improve their lifestyle, grow their business, or enhance their emotional well being. In every episode, you're going to gain practical tips, insightful wisdom in the company of a supportive community, whom I call Sheila's Thrive Tribe, because we thrive over here. Listen, if you are new to the show, I am your host, Sheila C Hill, and welcome. Hello, bonjour, hola, como está, ni hao, howdy, and what's going on, my people? Please, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to the show so you won't miss all this goodness over here, because listen, we bring the inspiration, the knowledge, and everything you need to thrive. Now, we always have the best guest in the land, and today we're going to bring the guest up today whom, listen, I tell y'all, we have so many wonderful guests that come on the Sheila C Hill Show, and they have so much wisdom. And I'm so excited to invite this young man to the stage on today. And we're going to talk to him. He's going to introduce himself. And at this time, let me get my stuff together. We're going to invite Murtada BabaYakubu. I hope I didn't get that right. I had it right at the beginning. Welcome to the stage.
That's good.
Woo! Welcome. Murtada, thank you for coming by. Tell the people a little about you. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are watching from. My name is Murtada BabaYakubu. I'm a Nigerian immigrant to the US, the land of opportunity. I came to the US in 2017, hoping to improve on life generally and access the wonderful and immense opportunity in the United States of America. I'm the first son of a wonderful parent, Alaji and Alaja Murtada Baba, Alaja and Alaja, Alaji late Alaji Yakubu Atunde Babatunde, and my mom is Alaja Abibatu Ayoka Babatunde. I'm the first of 9. I'm the first of 9 kids, and when I came to America, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. Yeah, after school, I've been an entrepreneur. I've been a lot of things. I started with selling shoes in Lagos. I was actually selling shoes, and then Nigeria being what it is, very unstable economic situations, the business collapsed, and I had to move to the northern part of the country, where I became a commodity merchant. I was actually a big-time commodity merchant in Kaduna State until 1997 or something. Then there was a fire and all my products were consumed. Everything I had was consumed. So I had a lot of time trying to find my way again. And Nigeria being what it is, there's no insurance, nothing. So I had to be struggling from I became from the top, like getting back down. I'm going to talk to you more about that because that is actually the genesis of what the product we are about to talk about today. I have wonderful kids. I'm a grandfather of currently 11 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Wow.
they are really wonderful. They make me happy each time I talk to them on phone or video. They call me all the time. So I would want to say my children are my aphrodisiac. They make me try to want to do what I think is impossible,
Oh, wow. That's
including
awesome.
starting this Mr. Cook Spices.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
your inspiration. That's your why. Let's go
yeah,
back to the beginning where you said you're the first of nine. You're the oldest of nine
yes,
children. Let's
yes.
talk about that responsibility as being the oldest. How does that work for you? How does that
It's, it's,
responsibility?
it's a lot. It's a real lot.
Yeah,
I've posted on Facebook several times asking people what they feel about what position they are in the family. It's not an easy one.
right.
Especially, it's not.
So
Especially when you are
how old is the next person right under you?
the next person under me
Like
is
age difference.
yeah, the next person under me now is 59.
So he's how many years difference?
About 3 years difference.
Okay. So you was the only child for 3 years, and
Yes,
then here comes your sibling,
yes.
and then you have to be the oldest and the responsible. So did you
And let,
ever
let
get
me
in
let,
trouble?
let me talk about that responsibility
Uh-huh.
concerning my dad. My dad is an only child.
What?
He doesn't have a father. He doesn't have a mom. His father died when he was pregnant, when the mom was pregnant with him, and the
Okay.
mom died about 6 years after I was born.
Oh, wow.
So when he had me, I was like, he was taking me like a friend. Even with my immaturity, he wants me to be like this. I remember several occasions when he had to like fight with me because I couldn't do certain things he expected me to do as somebody. I wasn't matured, but he expected me to be like a man. Yes, I am going to be a man, but I had a lot of uh, tasks trying to cope with my father's, especially expectations. It's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot. Yes.
That is a
One
lot.
day,
But
something. Let me tell you this. Something happened one day, and I told my mom that my dad didn't like me. I told my mom that. So my mom didn't tell him anything until long time after 10 years after. Then my dad said, "Look, you don't have senses." I said, "Why? What's happened?" Because I have forgotten what I said. He said, "You told your mom that I didn't like you. He said, when I gave birth to you, you are the only joy I." Because, okay, let me tell you this thing about my dad. He's somebody I really love so much. My mom is not his first wife, was not his first wife. He had about 3 wives before my mom. Those ones were dying. He was losing those 3 wives. That people were scared to even give him a wife, especially in
I
Nigeria.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he got married to that person, who is now actually a princess, it was surprising to him that he could get somebody like that. Then now, when he came back, when the lady became pregnant and they had a male child, that was the ultimate for him.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but then he wanted me to be like grown up the same day.
Ah, he wanted you to hurry up and be his friend and be grown up and have those
Yes, yes, yes,
responsibilities.
yes,
So then
yes,
you
yes,
felt like he didn't like you because he put those pressures on it. But
Yes,
he put those pressures on you because he liked you and he was
yes,
proud to make
yes,
you who you are. I got
yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So to
So
anyone who's listening
apart
who
from
is
that,
the
then
oldest,
the pressure from the siblings,
yeah,
that's a different thing, an entirely different thing. It was, it was, it was. Some of them lived with me when I
okay.
was having kids, and they now said, I love my kids more than them, and things like that, and like that. Why would I love my kids more than you? You are my siblings, you are my blood, and like that. But because they expected so much from a struggling man, it wasn't easy.
Right. Nothing is these days.
Yeah,
For real. Okay, so all right, so you've been here since 2017. So that's
yes,
7 years.
yes.
Okay. So what is it that you miss from Nigeria when coming here? Is there something like particular things that you miss that you're like, oh, I wish I had this here from home?
Uh, I am a very, very picky person with food.
Okay.
Very picky. So when I came here, fortunately for the initial month, my younger brother was here already.
Okay.
So for a few moments, I was able to still eat African food in his house. So, but eventually, about 3 months after, when I was on my own, then I knew that, okay, now I'm in a new land, because food was a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the number one thing. Then let me say another thing. I don't like cold at all.
You don't like what?
Cold weather.
Oh, cold.
I don't like cold weather at all.
But aren't you
So
in Michigan?
yeah, then I came to Michigan.
Exactly. Like what?
When I initially came, about I think the first year when I came, I was in a Uber cab, and the lady was trying to talk to me and said, "You are from Nigeria?" And I said, "Yes." Yes. He said, "So when you are coming from Nigeria," and winter was just entering, so he said, "When you are coming from Nigeria, nobody instructed you not to come to this state." I I didn't complain, but he told me that day, she told me that day that, look, I'm leaving Michigan for Florida until the winter comes back. That's what she does every year. She will leave
Ah.
Michigan and go to Florida. So she said, so nobody told you not to come to Michigan? I said, I didn't know nothing. I was just here.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How did you pick Michigan? Did
Because
you know people there?
my younger brother, who actually lived with me when he was young, was here.
Okay. He was there. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah,
And the fact that you're still there, it is so cold in Michigan during the
up
winters,
to
but
now,
the summers are
it's
nice.
really, yeah, it's really cold. It's really cold. It's
Wow,
not the
bless
long
your heart.
summer too. That's another problem. The summer will just come like there is no summer, and then winter is here again. It's not. It's not.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. Okay, so you're picking with the food and you
Yeah.
had a brother and that's how you was like, okay, I can get some back food home because your brother was there. So then
Yes.
now it's just like, okay, I need to have some, some food from home or some spices. We're going to talk about how you got into the Mr. Cook spices. How did you start making your own spices? But before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to be back, okay? And then we're
Okay.
going to talk about the spices because listen, when you come from a place and you're used to a certain thing, listen, you want that certain thing. Um, so going all the way from Nigeria to Michigan, woo, that was a difference. Okay, and here we have our commercial. Are you feeling overwhelmed with projects to build your business? Search no more. Introducing Borrow My VA, a virtual assistant service, your one-stop solution to bid farewell to stress and manage multiple tasks with very little effort. We specialize in website building, funnel creation, automations, and email marketing, all under one roof. And here's the best part. We provide all these incredible services at budget-friendly rates. Discover a hassle-free way to handle your projects. No more worries about onboarding or finding that perfect virtual assistant. Our team is all set to tackle your task with efficiency. Now, once you delegate the task, consider it done. Say goodbye to overwhelm. Don't miss this fantastic opportunity to elevate your business. Join our list of satisfied customers and book a free consultation today at borrowmyva.com. That's borrowmyva.com. Thank you to borrowmyva.com for sponsoring this episode. And if you would like to sponsor an episode, just reach out to the Sheila C Hill Show.com to sponsor an episode or to place an ad to be played on the show, which our show is in 14 countries right now. Yay! Congratulations. We're so excited. Okay, so our special guest that we have today is Murtada. And listen, he just told us that he done left from Nigeria. Now he done went to Michigan. For those who don't know where Michigan is, it is a place that has like 5 lakes. And during the winter, it is extremely cold because the air comes off of all those lakes and it is frigid. But we're going to talk a little bit about his spices, his endeavor, because it shows that you have actually been an entrepreneur for a long time. You said you started selling shoes when you was, before you came here, right? So as you're being an entrepreneur, what gave you that insight to start selling something? Like, did entrepreneurship even enter into your brain, or you just thought, hey, this is a good hustle?
Like I said, I've always been an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So when I became a commodity merchant, I was selling rice, I was selling sugar, I was really big time at that time. Before the Inferno, I had a fire incident that consumed everything I had, everything. I become a pauper again. Yeah, I become a pauper again. So now, always, let me start this. You always try to make something, especially food items. Long before this time, when I was just like by myself, I used to make rice into sachets. I'll make rice into sachets. I started again, I made some juice. I just bought big boxes, barrels of juice, and I divide them into small pieces and put them in sachets. I sell all of that. I put it on my younger brother. My younger brother will be selling them. Now, when this fire started, I was saddled with my children. I don't know how to feed them. Feeding them was a problem. Feeding them was a big, big problem. So most of the time, we just cook rice, which is a major staple food in Nigeria. We cook rice and just put some groundnut oil and put some pepper on it. Then we will eat like that. We were eating like that for a long time. But then, in the northern part of the country that I lived, they used to sell those spices, and they would just sell it like that. So I now thought, why can't I do something out of this? So I tried to look for people who are teaching people how to do that.
Okay.
Who are doing those things, who are selling those things. And I went to them, and they said, I will pay some money for them to teach me. And I said, look, I'm going to pay that money. So when they taught me how to do their own time, I now said, no, this is not the best. I can make it into the best. I can make it into the best. So I was trying to do my practice to see how I can make it better than what they gave to me. And when I got the final thing, which today is the Mr. Cook multi-purpose spices, yeah, I can bet on anything that nobody, no matter how, I don't know whatever the person can do, you can't really make my Mr. Cook spices. You cannot. You cannot.
You cannot.
So, no, it's not. You cannot. So when I did it, let me tell you what happened. When I did it, I packaged it like this. It wasn't in this bottles like this. I will show you. I have an old, okay, that one. Yeah, I have an old bottle that I first made when I came to the US, but I will show you that one later. So I took it to a friend. I took it to one friend.
Okay.
I made 20 bottles like this, and I took it to that friend. When he saw it, he tasted it. I can tell you something too. Nobody have tasted these spices ever and said, no, it's not good. Nobody ever. I've not seen that person. I started this thing in 2010 in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes. I started in 2010. So when I took it to that friend, he said, what? Where did you get this? I said, I made it. He gave me 20,000 Nigerian money then. 20,000 naira Nigerian money to go and be making it. That he will want to support me with this.
Okay, let's say, wait a minute. How much is that compared to US dollars? 20,000 Nigerian?
Don't let me disgrace Nigeria here.
Huh?
Don't let me disgrace Nigeria here.
20,000 Nigeria. Okay, you can go ahead and finish.
But then our currency was more valued than it is today anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Okay, I was trying to see.
Yeah.
So he invested in that.
Yes. So I took it to another friend. Okay, I want to tell entrepreneurs one thing. If you are doing something, no matter what people tell you, nobody will buy, nobody will do, don't listen to them. Don't ever listen to them. I took it to a lady, a woman. She's an elderly woman, but she's one of my closest women, my advisor. I took it to her, and she tasted it and said, oh, this is beautiful, but nobody's going to buy it from you. I said, what? Yeah, she said, nobody's going to buy it from you. I said, okay, I agree with you. And I kept silent. I took this thing to my friend. I can mention his name, Ibrahim Megeri Amadou. He's still my friend up to today. He couldn't resist this, but said, okay, we're going to invest in this. And we started a company that rose to about 2 million Nigerian naira then with these spices. Yes, wow. we had a board.
Yeah.
We had a company, I think some management or something. Then I want to tell entrepreneurs, when you do something, when it is yours, no matter how much people want to bring in, don't give it to them to manage.
Oh, hold on. Let's pause right there. That was some gems right there. Okay. Yes. First of all, you said for entrepreneurs, when you have a dream, don't let anyone tell you that no one's going to buy into your dream.
That is one.
That no one's going to buy your product.
No matter how hard it looks to you, no matter how close that person is to you.
No matter how close that person is to you, no matter what they say, what they think about you. All right, that was gem 1. Gem number 2 for entrepreneurs is no matter what a person wants to invest, do not give them control over your dream. right?
Yes,
That's
because
the
but I can explain that.
yeah, I
When we
get it.
started this, yeah, when we started it, it was really, really beautiful. People were actually interested in it. Then this, when it became a company, then they said, let us make something again. Then we can go back to this one later and whatever and whatever. And then they took control of the company from me, though they are the one who brought the money in. So
What?
they took control of the company from me and they became the director, the manager, the everything. So eventually, the company, including the new one that we started, and then this one died.
Wow.
Yes, but I am. Let me tell you another thing about me. People don't know me. I'm a very gentle person, but I'm very stubborn when it is business.
Okay.
I don't let it die, no matter what happens. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Because if I had the dream is still there, the intent, the love is still there. That's why when I came to the US, I never forgot what I had there.
Right. Okay.
After the business died, I started again on my own, on the small scale, right back in Nigeria, and I was selling to people. But what I was doing was a bad system of business. I was
Okay.
giving it to them to pay me after they have sold it, but they never paid.
Wow. That's
Yes,
interesting.
only one woman paid me or was always paying me. There were some people I sent to. I never met them, but they showed interest and I sent to them. But all the thing I sold sent to them till today, no payment, nothing. Somebody came to
Wow.
my house, yes, to buy it, came to my house and showed interest and said, we'll sell this, we'll do this, we'll do that. And I gave it to him. Up till today, he didn't pay me back. Till today. So that's the kind of thing entrepreneurs should be very wary of. You don't just give your product to people based on trust.
Ha, you got that right. Because listen, people will get what they want and
Yes,
leave you hanging and your
yes,
dream hanging,
yes,
and you're left out in the cold and you feel like you're doing something nice and that they're going to support you. Okay, let me give you this and then you support me. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So you really have to be cautious. All right.
yeah.
So now
So
for those who do not know, we're talking about Mr. Cook's spices. So as you're listening to this now, just go ahead and go to the website, Mr. spelled out Mister Cook Cook spices spices.com. So check them out as we're talking because listen, this is authentic African flavors and spices, and listen, it has really listen, I can almost just clean out all my spices in my cupboard because I use this. This is my number one spice. I love the earthiness of it. I love the little spicy kick at the end. Listen, I've been doing commercials for him and he didn't even realize because I love the product so much. Matter of fact, I'm looking at your website and I see one of my pictures where I fried some fish, sprinkle some Mr. Cook spices on that baby. Woo! Listen, y'all need to grab you a Mr. Look, I'm doing a commercial right now. Y'all need to grab some Mr. Cook spices. Listen, this is the multi spice, but he has other spices as well. But take it from me. He has the garlic as well, like that garlic spice. To die for it. You won't, and I see why they call Africa the motherland because these spices and everything was originating. It's not something that was just transferred to here in a new country. It originated there. So they're really, really, they're really potent, but it is wonderful. So you need to go to MrCookSpices.com, grab you a few bottles because just one bottle is not going to do. I'm going to tell you that. You're going to use it on so much stuff. And I've been seeing people on Facebook posting their stuff. And I was like, oh, I never thought about putting it on salmon patties. So I have made salmon patties the other day, and I put it on some salmon patties. I put it on my popcorn. I put it on my fish, my chicken, almost anything. I will sprinkle a little on for a little spice. Let me tell you, go there and get yours today, because he has worked hard, but he has a product that is really superior to a lot of spices that I have, because I used to have like a number one spice that I would normally put on all my food, but this has definitely replaced it. And my family loves it. We are a big supporter. My family, even my little daughter, she was like, my 16-year-old, she was like, oh, mama, this is good. What did you use? I was like, baby, this is a new spice. So we are now, my family is an ambassador for this spice, and we tell everybody about it. So I just wanted to put that plug, that personal plug in for me from Sheila C Hill. This is the number one spice. You have really
Thank you so
got
much.
to grab it.
So much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having a really great product, because it makes it easy to promote it, because it is so authentic. And more people need to have it. So, and before the show, you was talking about it is in different places, not just on your website. It is now in, let me get my clapper. It is now online at walmart.com.
Yes.
Woo! Walmart, and it's now in, did you say Amazon?
No, it's not on my Amazon, but it's on Walmart now.
Walmart.com. So you can go on Walmart and purchase as well. So, and it's going to be other places. By the time this airs, it's going to be other places.
This is the Walmart page.
Oh, that's the Walmart page. Good job. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so you can go on Walmart and order you several bottles. I'm telling you, you don't want just one. Go ahead and get at least two, okay? Get it. I have a drawer full. Like, once it's gone, I'm like, okay, let me get, I never would be without it. So kudos to you. So that just tells you, as entrepreneurs, no matter what battles that you go through, if you have that dream, if you can visualize it, it can come to pass, because he had a dream and this is what came to pass. No matter what obstacles he came about, no matter what troubles he came about, the people that came in and out of his life, he came in and he made this possible. So we're going to make this viral. So I want you to tell a friend that Sheila C Hill said, y'all need to go get Mr. Cook Spices, because baby, this is where it is at. This is where it's at. Mr. Cook Spices. Whew. Matter of fact, I'm cooking something for dinner tonight, and I'm using it. I use it almost every time I cook, which I don't cook a whole lot, but when I do, I use Mr. Cook Spices. But so kudos to you, and thank you for enduring and going through the process to have such a superior product. So before we go, do you have any last words of inspiration?
For an entrepreneur, like I initially said, let there be a why. That's what coaches said. But when coaches said that, maybe they just define it for me. Now attending business classes, having business coaches. But my children have always been my why. They have always been my why. Whatever I want to do. Now my daughter is my daughter is part of this business now. She's a food tech graduate, and my son, so they are part of this business now. So because they assist me in sourcing raw materials, and so let your children be your why you want to struggle, why you want to live, even why you want to live.
Wow.
Parents want to live because of their children. You don't want to abandon your children, and just leave them into all these worldly troubles. Children need guidance. and you are your children's best guardian.
That is so true. You are. Yeah. Thank you for those wise words, and especially all the gems to entrepreneurs. So it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak at heart. No. I can tell you that. No. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak at heart, but if you have a dream, you can reach your dream, but you have to go through the hurdles to reach the dream. So thank you, Murtada, for being a guest today. I really appreciate it. I'm going to remove you. I'm going to take you backstage, and then I'm going to close out. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much I told you guys, that was some great wisdom. I love to hear the story behind the product. Listen, go to MrCookSpices.com, MrCookSpices.com, and grab your bottles. You see bottles today, because listen, you will not. And then listen, send me a note, write me an email at the Sheila C Hill Show and let me know what you put yours on and how did it work, so I might be inspired to cook. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this show today. I hope you got some wisdom, some insight. Listen, just know, no matter what, do what you have to do. Do what you know how to do, and understand that you have a purpose for being here. And if no one's told you today that you are loved and highly appreciated, I am the one to tell you, baby, you are loved and highly appreciated. And listen, don't let nothing stop your shine. Don't let anything stop your dreams, okay? Because haters is going to hate, but you just go ahead and be great. You see what I did there? Yes. But in the meantime, listen, subscribe to the Sheila C Hill Show, and just tell Mom and them to check this episode out. And listen, you can click the links in the bio to get in contact with Murtada. You can follow him on his social media platforms or email him. Everything is in the show notes. So in the meantime, it's time to go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Until next time on the Sheila C Hill Show. Love you.